Stanley, Scuba, Sailing, and Adventures. It's time to escape and relax. Just hit that subscribe button. Today we'll be logging a dive in the Adventure Journal at the Big Red Buoy on the west end of Grand Cayman. This is dive number 2 on day 4. The 13th dive for me on the trip overall if you're keeping score. The dive started at approximately 2:30 in the afternoon and lasted just about 55 minutes. I recorded an average depth of 34 feet and a maximum depth of 46 feet. My dive computer reported a minimum water temperature of 84 degrees Fahrenheit and a maximum water temperature of 87 degrees Fahrenheit. Here we have a southern stingray, and it seems to be feeding on something in the sand. The southern stingray range in size from 3 to 4 feet, reaching a maximum of 5.5 feet. They're usually found in depths of water from 1 to 80 feet. I love watching the stingrays glide along the sand. Do you see the garden eels in front of the stingray? Those look like blades of grass, but they're actually little bitty eels. You can probably hear my camera. I'm getting lots and lots of pictures. Got some pretty cool action shots here. I uploaded some of the better shots to my Shopify store and linked some of the products in the video description so you can check out those prints if you're interested. The stingray didn't seem to mind my presence too much, and occasionally it would pause for a minute and start to feed again. I tried not to get too close or move too quickly, but I obviously wanted to get in as close as possible without disturbing it to try and get some good photos. Sometimes I'm able to approach them very closely, but not quite sure what's going on with this one yet. Here it looks like it's stopping again to feed on something in the sand. It doesn't seem to take off, so I'm really not sure. Maybe it's just actively feeding and my presence doesn't bother it at all. Really hard for me to tell at this point. Here's the stingray swimming right past a mutton snapper. And another opportunity for some action shots. You do have to be cautious with stingrays. Obviously, they're called stingrays for a reason. They have those stingers on their tail. They actually can be deadly, but I won't bring up that story. I think it's probably time to leave the stingray alone. I noticed this fish kind of hopping across the sand and went in for a closer look. This is a plumed scorpion fish. Their distinctive features include long, large, fleshy appendages or plumes above each eye. I was alternating between taking pictures and shooting video, and I got some really pretty good close-up pictures. I'm a little more organized than usual, I guess, at this point, because I have these prints loaded into my Printful shop and tagged in the video as well. So if you want to take a look at those products, there are prints available. I say a little more organized than usual because typically I don't have my photos reviewed and posted by the time I do the videos. As I mentioned, this is a plumed scorpionfish. They range in size from 3.5 to 5.5 inches, reaching a maximum of 7 inches, and are usually found in depths of water from 2 to 40 feet. Looking back now, I can't figure out why I didn't spend more time taking pictures of that fish. That was the perfect opportunity because it was out there in the sand, and a lot of times they're in the rocks and they're kind of tucked in and difficult to get a good image of. Not to say that I didn't spend a little bit of time and get quite a few photos. I just feel like I probably should have spent a lot more of the dive just taking some pictures of that fish because it was such a unique opportunity to have it out there in the open. Here we have a gray angelfish. The gray angelfish range in size from 10 to 18 inches, reaching a maximum of about 2 feet. They're most commonly found in depths of water from 10 to 80 feet. Their distinctive features are the gray body and the yellow on the inner face of the pectoral fins. They also have a square-cut tail with a white or transparent margin. I find the gray angelfish the easiest to photograph. They seem sometimes almost inquisitive, or I don't know, maybe it's territorial, but often they'll approach the camera directly. I don't know if the angelfish is coming to look at itself in the camera lens, or maybe telling me I've spent enough time here and I need to get going. They are quite beautiful. I do enjoy the odd-shaped swimmers, and that's actually how they're classified, and it looks like this one is coming back toward me. This is a smooth trunkfish, and they range in size from 6 to 10 inches, reaching a maximum of 1 foot, and they're usually found in depths of water from 15 to 80 feet. Their distinctive features include a dark body covered with white spots, and an area of pale honeycomb markings on the central mid-body. All of the ones I've ever seen include some black right around the mouth, and that's how I distinguish this smooth trunkfish from a spotted trunkfish, or at least one of the ways for me. This is the second dive at the Big Red Buoy dive site, and I saw a smooth trunkfish on the dive earlier today. I wonder if it's the same one. Is that another trunkfish? Indeed it is. It's a spotted trunkfish this time. The spotted trunkfish range in size from 6 to 12 inches, reaching a maximum of 16 inches, and are most often found in water ranging from 15 to 60 feet in depth. Their distinctive features include a white body covered with black spots, including the tail, and white around the mouth. Remember the smooth trunkfish we just saw and how I said it had the black around the mouth? Notice here the spotted trunkfish has the white around the mouth. There are also the other distinctive features I mentioned, but for me, that's the quickest way for me to tell them apart.
Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment.